I am talking with my good friend, Leslie Ellison with Way to Wellness. Leslie, what is going on?
How are you, Nick? Glad
I'm
to be with
doing,
you today. I am the owner of Way to Wellness, and we do medically supervised weight loss. So we have dietitians here. Our patients are typically seen weekly, and we just love what we do.
I had put a question out there like, how did you get involved with our company? But we've been working together for so long, I can't even remember how we got acquainted.
We have, you know what, Nick? It's literally been probably 9 years.
Right. It seems like that
Yeah,
because we went from radio
we
and
did.
then I transitioned out and then started Nick the Marketer and Urgent Care Marketing Pros. And then we reconnected that way. And that's kind of how we got synced up. But I know that you were doing
Because I
some other
chased
work
you
before that.
everywhere you went.
That's okay. I'll take chasing. I appreciate
That's
that.
right.
That's right. So I'm assuming that's how we got involved was in radio, right?
Right. That's correct.
Well, let's forget radio and let's talk about digital. So what was going on in your business that caused you to start looking for internet marketing in the first place, whether it was us or not?
I needed help, Nick. I am gratefully blessed with having a lot of business.
Right.
And so, what that does is me using your crew, it helps me free up time to where I can do things more on the patient care side
Mhm.
that's more helpful. But I also needed that marketing help. And so, you guys just came full through, and we've been blessed to have you.
And I appreciate that. So what was business like? You said y'all were busy, you were crazy, you had a lot of stuff on your plate. Were y'all going through a growth spurt?
We opened in 2014. I had managed a clinic before that,
Mhm.
but opened my own in 2014. And it grew really quickly just because I've been in this business for 28 years now.
Right.
But before I opened this, I managed a clinic for around 20 years. And so then opened my own. And of course, started with a very small staff, 2 or 3 people. Now we have 12. But we slowly grew at a really good pace. And then I just found that I did not have time to properly deal with social media, with website SEO, and things like that. And so I reached out to you to see if I could get some help. And it has been a tremendous help for us. It frees up time for us to see patients, to run reports, to make sure our accounting is proper. It just allows us to spend more time with patients, which is the most important part here. We're into servicing and we want to make sure our patients are taken care of.
And at the end of the day, that's the result, right? Is to be able to provide that exceptional
Absolutely.
client experience for your team, right?
Right. It's very time consuming doing plus I just don't know that area real well. So I reach out to the experts at Nick the Marketer.
So when we first started working with you, there were 5 people on your staff. You
Yes.
had, well, plus you. So there was you,
Yes.
and then you had 5 dietitians. And I know there was a partnership with Dr. Real.
He's
But
my
with that
medical
though,
director.
what was the impact of switching over? I know you were working with another company and it was just a different type of marketing they were doing. And
Sure.
switching over to Nick the Marketer and Urgent Care Marketing Pros, how has that impacted your business?
I am so busy that I barely have time to breathe, which is a
Right.
good problem to have. So I feel blessed to have that. But it
Right.
honestly, it just took a huge load off of us because I felt like I was struggling in those areas and it's just not my expertise. And I've gotten good at hiring out things I don't do well.
Right.
And so it's been a tremendous help for us, freed up time to where we can focus on things we need to focus on. Then your team does a phenomenal job getting that story across on social media and making sure our website stays intact and up in the ranks.
What I love about this particular conversation is we didn't step in and cause explosive growth for your business. What we did, based on what you're telling me, is we offloaded some things that were just time consuming and maybe even didn't have the confidence to do it what you thought would be the correct way. Here's what I would love for you to expand on. And I've never asked you this question before, is why did you choose us versus hiring somebody full-time on staff? That's what we typically run into is we're either going to go with an agency that does this all the time, or we're going to hire somebody in house and manage that.
My number one answer to that is that I trust you.
Oh,
We have a friendship and I trust you and I trust your staff. And another thing is, to be quite frank, I didn't have the room to have someone in here. I have 4 or 5,000 square feet, but it takes every inch of our room because we're growing at such a capacity that I really just didn't have room for an employee to be here to do that
Right.
all day, every day.
So it would have just been taking up more space internally in your office, plus the coaching, plus the training, plus the expectations.
Absolutely. And I really try not to have a lot of turnover and that sort of thing. So my crew's typically here, stays here. And I just felt like that wasn't an option for me.
Right. Well, I'm glad it wasn't because we've enjoyed working with you. But
Right.
there's
So
probably some people who may be watching this who may be on the fence about doing business with our team. Is there anything that you would like to say for somebody who may be considering services with us?
do it. It will be the best decision you have ever made. It takes such a load off, and I have such confidence in Nick, the marketer, that y'all have done a phenomenal job. Anytime I have a question, I call, get a quick answer, or shoot a text, something like that. It's just simple. It's just simplicity, and it makes my life so much easier.
Well, look, we've been friends for a long time. We've been working together for a long time, and I appreciate you trusting us. I appreciate you trusting our team. And I really appreciate you getting on here and doing a video with me.
Absolutely. Anytime, any day.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to say bye to you, Leslie. I hope you have an awesome day.
Take
All
care,
right.
buddy, and have a great day.
All right. Thanks again.
Thank you.